Imagine yourself sitting in a canoe. You look downstream and notice that there's a large, hungry-looking grizzly bear rapidly swimming towards you. All of a sudden, nothing is more important than to paddle upstream as fast as possible. With the current pushing against your boat, you need to make sure that each of your strokes is strong. This leaves you with a choice. Do you focus on paddling with deep and strong strokes, or do you just paddle as quickly as possible? If it were me, I would try to set my paddle deeper in the water so that the blade would create resistance when I pull on it. When my paddle creates resistance, my pull creates force. This force I generate plays a large role in how far I can move my boat away from the grizzly bear with each stroke. In both canoeing and swimming, the technique I use to set my paddle or my arm into the perfect position is known as the catch. The catch is the moment in a stroke where a swimmer's arm creates the most resistance against the water. In freestyle, this occurs when the swimmer's arm moves into a vertical position. When this happens, it allows a swimmer to actually push their arm against the resistance of the water. When a swimmer pushes their arm against the water, it generates force, which translates to forward movement. Every swimmer catches at some point in their stroke, but the best swimmers catch water in the area directly in front of their shoulder in an area known as the power zone. In the Catch Part 1, we introduced the hinge drill, which was designed to help a swimmer move their forearm into a vertical position within the power zone. While the hinge drill is a great way to learn to set your forearm into position within the zone, it doesn't really let you feel how deep your arm should be. It's important to remember that arm depth during the catch is very subjective. Some Olympic swimmers are so strong and talented that they can catch water with their arm in a nearly vertical position in the water. However, for most swimmers, this is not advisable. Therefore, the general rule is for the forearm to enter a vertical position while the elbow is still in front of and slightly lower than the shoulder. This puts the swimmer's arm in the sweet spot where it is easiest to generate resistance against the water. The best way to find your sweet spot is with weighted elbow pop drill. This drill uses gravity as a tool to help you position your arm within the sweet spot in your power zone. Find a weight between 1.5 and 2 pounds and a buoyancy tool like a fitness alignment board. Start by holding the alignment board in one hand and extend your arm in front of you. Hold the weight in your other hand and extend your arm forward so that you are in Superman position. Pause briefly and then hinge your arm so that it enters a vertical position in front of your shoulder. When it does, pause again and pay attention to the position of your elbow. It should be lower than your shoulder. Take another stroke, making sure that your arm stays in a vertical position while your arm is underwater. After you recover, extend your arm forward and pause again. If your elbow was lower than your shoulder during your catch, try to replicate that first movement. If it needs adjustment, try to make it on the next stroke. Once you get the idea down with the first arm, switch arms and practice until both arms work equally well. Anytime you practice a specific swimming technique like the weighted elbow pop drill, make sure that you focus on doing only one thing at a time. In this case, focus on moving your forearm into a vertical position while it's in front of and lower than your shoulder. The key to the freestyle catch is making sure that you set your forearm in a vertical position as early as possible in your stroke. This allows you to both maximize the time and force that you can push your body forward. Once you can do this, you'll be swimming faster and more efficiently, which might just come in handy the next time you need to escape from a hungry grizzly bear.